Hey guys, I'm Isa.
And I'm Sam.
And welcome back to Likewise Pod.
It's about whatever we want.
Honestly, last week I was so excited for last week because like coming off the week before when I felt really good and refreshed on the pod, but then I feel like last week was just like boring. I don't know. I mean, I think it was good for me being so no thoughts, head empty, but I'm excited for this week and from going up from that low point last week.
Same. I definitely think we could have benefited from not even though it was like the day before it was supposed to come out, like not recording that day and then like the time constraint and then just like waiting and recording like the next morning or something probably would have been so much more beneficial and more productive, but we just really were like on a mission to record, but like we weren't in the right headspace one bit.
Yeah, no, 100%. Honestly, I was really thinking about just telling you that I was down to re-record.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I don't want to put that on her. I don't want to do that to her. Next time I'll be like, okay, Sam, maybe we should re-record.
Yeah, well, you'll like listen to it and you'll be like, let's like scratch that. New topic, new recording, everything.
Okay, so I guess on that note, Sam, do you want to get us started this week with your roses and thorns?
Yes, so my thorn is that I've just had so many like really long days on Zoom, which is so tiring. And also I walked 4 miles the other day, which is great. I've become a big walker recently, which is nice because I need to like do something to like stay healthy. I can't just like sit on Zoom all day and like not move. So that was like great. Second rose to my one that we'll get to in a minute, but I have a fat blister from this walk because I was wearing my Air Forces.
Oh yeah.
And they weren't like tied super tight, so like they just kept rubbing, which like I didn't feel it. Like I felt no pain until I got home and took off my shoes and realized I had a blister. And yeah, kind of sad about it. But my rose is that I got this really pretty antique dresser for my room for $3. And this thing probably like could have cost like somewhere upwards of $100 at like an actual like antique place.
Oh my gosh.
And I got it for free. It was like left out next to the dumpster by my building at my apartment complex. And like I came back from my 4-mile walk and I saw it there and I said I need to have it. And it was like right before it was gonna start like raining and snowing, so I was like, we gotta carry it inside. And we brought it in and it fits perfectly in the spot that I was about to like buy another organizer, like some sort of drawer thing from Amazon for. And it was free, and it fit all my other like clothes I needed to put away perfectly. So now I feel like I'm finally getting finished with my organization. I still have plenty of things to get to finish, but one step closer at no cost.
I love that. DIY queen. Well,
And it's so cute.
Potential for DIY. Oh, I love that. I'll start with my thorn as well, because it's just like, meh. But literally today I came to the realization that I just don't like any of my classes this semester. I don't at all. It sucks. But it's fine. We'll get through them, hopefully. But my rose, honestly, this is what inspired me for this week's pod topic, is last night I had like a really long talk with my mom. And by really long, I mean, it was like an hour. But we were just talking. We were also watching the second session of the Passion Conference, which is all about Jesus. Woo! Praise Jesus. Love him. #1 supporter. Anyways, we were watching that, and then I like paused it and asked her a question, and then that one question turned to like millions, and so it literally lasted an hour. And then we started at like 8:50, and it's 4 hours long, but we took so many breaks in between that we only got like an hour and a half through. And we stopped watching at like 12:50. So sorry mom, kept you up super late and then you had to get up early for work. But love you. Yeah, and it was just really good and it helped me feel refreshed and like I'm doing something right and I'm on the right course. So that's my rose.
I love that. I was gonna ask you about that from like your story when you were like, everyone like find yourself a Heidi. You're like, whether it's like your mom, my mom, and like, oh, that was funny.
Whether it's a literal Heidi or not, my Heidi is a Heidi. My mother, her name is Heidi. But yeah, everyone find yourself a Heidi. Find yourself someone you can talk to, get advice from. Literally, I don't know why. Like, I'm glad that I'm at the age now where I can really like comprehend and take in and figure out how to like apply what she tells me like to my life, you know? Because before, like when you're younger and you talk to your mom or like she gives you advice, it's like, mom, you know? Or maybe that was just me. I don't know. But it's like, yeah, like I love my mom. I look up to her and I want her to give me advice, but it's also like, I'm only middle school or I'm only in high school. But now it's like, okay, I'm in college. I've had some different experiences. Like I've had time away from home. Now I'm really going to listen to my mom, you know? And it's fun having more like adult conversations with her and like talking to her and just like, yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah, I actually, I like video called with my mom on Thursday? Maybe? I don't know. I think it was Thursday. But yeah, I like video called with her after I like went on a walk and just like caught up. That was like the first time we really called. Maybe the second time we like called since I moved here. Like we don't really keep up with each other like super closely. Like we'll text every couple days, but that was like our first time like really like video calling and actually talking for like 40 minutes, which was really nice. It just felt good to like kind of get things figured out and on track because like I still like, you know, I obviously still depend on my parents to like support me, and I don't know, they still like help me with like paying for like everything, for like living not at home. Like I don't have a job, but yeah, it was good to just like talk because it feels weird to not, because I was like just talking to her like she was like the only person I would like actually talk to every single day, and then now it's like we don't, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah. It's so funny because like freshman year I only went home a few times, and because I was really nervous I was gonna get homesick because like when I was younger, and I just figured this out like this past year, I was talking to my mom, I was like, oh, I think that was anxiety. She's like, yeah, you think? I'm like, oh, okay, well apparently everyone knew this about me. But when I was younger I couldn't even do like sleepovers at my friends' houses who I'd known like my whole life. Like I'd get like massive like stomach aches, like they hurt so bad I felt like I was gonna throw up every time. So like I'd be at a birthday party and like I'd call my mom and be like, Mom, can you come pick me up, my stomach's hurting? She's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. And so she'd pick me up, and as soon as I got in the car my stomach wasn't hurting anymore, and it sucked. It was so embarrassing because I'd always have to like leave a sleepover or something. So, and like even going to like camps throughout high school, like I'd get sick midway through the week. I was like, how am I going to go to school halfway across this, or not halfway, all the way across the state? And so I was really nervous I was going to get homesick. And so I didn't go home super often. I didn't really like call or text my parents because I was like, that's going to make me miss them. That's going to make me super homesick. I'm not going to do this. But I also didn't realize that like that was hard on them because I wasn't talking to them. It wasn't just me protecting myself. It was like me kind of hurting them. And then I went home one time and someone from my high school, we never really talked in high school, but we recognized each other. And so like we talked on the bus ride home. First of all, I'm never taking the bus again. That sucked. I hate the bus ride. But she's like, yeah, freshman year I didn't really go home, and sophomore year this year, like I just want to be home all the time. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But with sophomore year, I realized, oh my gosh, that's me, because I was going home, I feel like once, twice a month. And so I was like, oh my gosh. And now I'm just home all the time. But definitely when I go back to Pullman, I'm definitely going to be like FaceTiming my mom a lot, talking to her.
Yeah, I can relate. Yeah, I feel like I'm like notorious for like going home a lot. Like freshman year, I literally went home like every 3 weeks. Fall semester, and then I did have like other like circumstances that like made me want to go home and like need to go home, and then like I had like ones that were actually planned, like usually like every 3-day weekend I'll actually go home because like it's just like convenient and it's a nice like little getaway, but except then there's just like other situations where like I had like very like impulsive last minute like leave everything behind trips to go home. Like I remember this one time in like it had to have been that like the last week of February or like first week of March or something. I like literally dropped everything and went home for the weekend because I had like a really bad like panic attack after like a president's meeting.
Yeah.
It was like so random. I felt horrible, and I just like couldn't do anything. And then like the next day, I had like huge group projects like to do over that whole weekend, and I literally just like left everything behind and went home. I got all my work done. I like did it at home, but I think it's like important to like listen to like your mental health and your physical health and take those little breaks off when you need to, even like when you maybe really shouldn't. Just like prioritize that part of your life because you like depend on it. Like if you don't prioritize like your mental and physical health over like a school, then that's when things like that start to happen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry. I had something in my head, but then I just totally lost it. So that's awkward.
And I pulled us really far astray from our topic. We were kind of close to it,
no.
and then we really just...
No, you're totally fine. I think I love having topic and like having like the bullet points and it all planned out, but I also like having, I mean, just like a few bullet points like we have this week. I like having it like that because then we can talk about whatever we want and then also get to the bullet points whenever we feel like it. It's just, I feel like those make the best episodes.
Yes, they really do. But I really like our topic this week. So I want to talk about it, and I feel like we can talk about it for literally so long. Like, this could be such a long episode. And so I'm really excited.
No, I know. First of all, Heidi, Mama, appreciate you, love you so much. Also, the fact that my mom listens to this, that gets me. Like, we were in the car one time, we went to like Starbucks before we were going to her office. Was it her office? I don't know, maybe it was something else. But like her phone automatically connects to the Bluetooth in her car, and then like the pod just started playing. I was like, what the heck? She's like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm like catching up right now. I was like, I didn't even know you listened. So that warmed my heart. I was like, oh, Heidi, you got my heart. But yeah, so I'm really glad that I had that talk with my mom last night, because after I was like, wow, I feel like really good about the place I'm in just as a person, about where I'm in my family life, like with my siblings, and also like where I want to be. And then she also like reaffirmed like that like I'm doing well within like my faith and like my relationship with Jesus and stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. Yeah, so that's where that came from.
Love that.
So I guess I didn't put this question on here because I literally just thought of it like 2 minutes ago. But Sam, you maybe you're not, but I think you are. I feel like you're just known for your confidence and like because it radiates and you just hold yourself in a way that you're confident. What does it mean to you to be confident or to have confidence?
That's fun. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, when I think of confidence, the first thing I think of is like just feeling really secure in like yourself and just like the person you are. Like not, it's hard because I feel like everyone has times where they like do feel like secure, and like everyone has times where they feel really confident, and when they don't, like even the most confident people have their like moments. But I feel like ultimately confidence is like when you're just like really secure in yourself and you are like okay with being your like full authentic self like in front of others, and it like just shows that you're really like genuine Yeah, just like when you're being your most genuine self and putting everything out there authentically and like not caring what other people think because you know that like the right people will recognize you and I don't know, support you and like you because of your real personality. So if you're like just putting that forward, you know, I don't know. I'm going on a long list of like adjectives and things, but
No,
that's
you're good.
all. That's kind of where I see it and what I think of when I think of like being confident.
Yeah. No, I really like that. I mean, because I feel like whenever we talk about, not just like we, like you and me, but like we as a society, I guess, I feel like whenever we talk about confidence, we always talk about like, oh, it just like whatever makes you feel good about yourself, or like, don't worry about what other people say, don't care, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like it's not so much, I mean, for me personally, at least, even in times where I'm like, where I don't feel like I'm very confident, people will tell me that I carry myself in a confident way or that I carry myself very well. I'm like, really? Because that was one of the days that I just was not feeling it at all. And so I feel like it's more than just like a present mindset. It's just kind of a lifestyle, I guess, because because like what you're saying, when you feel secure in who you are and stuff, like it doesn't, I don't think it ultimately matters so much that if you're feeling it that day, because you're still radiating that confidence, if that makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I also do think it's very important to like have that active mindset of I'm feeling good about myself. I like where I'm at. I like what I'm doing. I'm very secure in who I am, what I'm doing, where I want to be, and like having the active mindset of I'm confident in this, or I'm confident today, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. I feel like the more like secure you feel, the more obviously like that will help you like present yourself as like being really confident. Obviously, like yeah, I relate a lot to what you're saying about like people will like tell you that you like carry yourself really well and that you appear really confident even like on days that you don't feel it as much because you are just so used to presenting yourself that way, I guess. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Even when you're not conscious of it, it's not always like a super conscious effort, which I feel like that's like the
Yeah.
case for me. Like I'm not consciously ever like I need to put on this act that I'm confident or whatever. I guess it's just like the way I like speak or look and present myself all the time is just really like consistent. Like you can't really tell the on and the off
Mm-hmm.
of like when I'm feeling really confident versus looking really confident versus not feeling confident. Like, yeah, they all like look the same.
Mm-hmm. No, so that like just kind of made me think like when you're like saying put on the look of confidence and stuff, but so like everyone knows the saying fake it till you make it. In high school, I think it was my junior year, our ASB president, he was talking and he's like, it shouldn't be fake it till you make it, it should be fake it till you become it. Because and I like that's resonated with me, and clearly I've remembered it ever since. But it's like people are always like, okay, fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it. And it's like, well, I don't know. But with confidence, I feel like if you don't feel confident, then why not fake the confidence? Because eventually it will become like real confidence, and that will become like part of who you are, and not so much in like a cocky way, like, oh, I'm so confident, I'm so great, I'm so blah. But I don't it's so hard to explain. Like it makes so much sense in my head, but then saying it out loud, it doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, I don't know. I've always liked fake it till you become it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't know why, but like when you're talking, it just made me think of like that period of time where I mean it still is sometimes, but it was really big, like kind of like 2016, like popular like humor and like I probably like 2016 to 2018, like the huge thing that was like acceptable and popular and trendy was like just like self-deprecating humor.
Mm-hmm.
And so like all of the like popular like YouTubers that came up at the time, like Emma Chamberlain, like were huge because they were like relatable, and they were only seen as relatable because of like their like self-deprecating humor and things. but I feel like that kind of goes in the whole like, oh, fake it till you make it thing. Like I feel like, I don't know, they kind of go together in my mind of like, I feel like you can't come off as a really confident person if you're constantly using like self-deprecating humor.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't think the two can go together, because at the end of the day, like when you are like using that kind of humor, it like brings out brings out your insecurities, which isn't bad. It's literally so valid and normal to have insecurities, but I feel like it just like actively works against coming off confident.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you have to come off confident, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's interesting because a lot of those people are known to be really confident, but in my brain it just doesn't add up because like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And like with the mindset of like fake it till you make it, it's like, okay, I've made it. Now do I take off this mask or do I just keep it up and just keep faking it? Whereas fake it till you become it, once you become it, that's just who you are. And this isn't to say like, oh yeah, fake it till you make it, be a fake person. It's like, it's more of exuding what you want to be before you are it, you know?
Especially with like, I'm not, my brain will not leave this topic, but that just makes me, it makes me think of like, oh yeah, if you're faking it until you become it, that means like the more that you are, like saying like good like affirmations to yourself and, just like showing yourself some self-love, like complimenting yourself and all that stuff, then like the more and more you do it, the more you'll believe it. So like on that same note, the more and more you tear yourself down, the more you're gonna still believe that, and it's never gonna get better. So
snaps to that. Oh, this is such a good conversation. I love this. I'm so glad we did this.
I know this is like, I feel like one of the things that you and I can just get really passionate about and talk about for hours, because it can like dig so deep. You can relate to like so many different things.
Yeah.
I
mean, being a words of affirmation gal myself, I am also the queen of self-deprecation. Like I definitely do that a lot, where I feel like most of what I say is in truth of what I feel for myself, but then it's also like I want to make someone else feel better because like they're not as bad as me, you know, or something like something like that. And then it's also like the humor part, like we're allowed to laugh at our own traumas, we're allowed to laugh at whatever, but when you like constantly do this and like belittle yourself and like berate yourself for these things, it's not funny anymore. It's funny maybe once or twice, but not 5, 6, 8, 1,200 times.
Yeah, it also like, I feel like if you're going to be like so horrible like to yourself, it like enables like that, it like makes it seem like it's okay for other people to like not like give you the love you deserve and like treat you badly too. So like nobody wants other people to like be mean to them, obviously. So like,
yeah,
if I don't know, so like don't be mean to yourself. Like yes, like you are allowed to be mean to yourself before other people are allowed to be mean to you. Yes, but like if that's all you do, if all you do is be really mean to yourself and talk down on yourself, then like you're just like basically making it like okay, like or like you won't even like notice when like other people are like walking all over you because you don't like show that to yourself.
People are gonna treat you the way you treat you.
T.
Wow, people should be taking notes.
Yeah, we could like do like programmings.
I think we should. I think it'd be
Likewise,
great. Oh my gosh, last night I told my mom, I was like, Mom, honestly, you have a lot of really good advice. I think you should teach a class, or you should just be like, because in college she went to SPU, Seattle Pacific University, and she wasn't, I forgot the title, but she's like, I was pretty much a peer mentor, and so like she would talk to people, like people would like come and talk to her about stuff like, oh, I really want this boy to like me, and then she would just have to like reaffirm them, being like, and also getting into this mindset of not only telling them what they need to hear, but also like telling them what she needs to hear. So it's like, why do you want this boy to like you? He's never going to like you if you're just putting on this face. He's never going to like you if you're doing all these things just for him. He needs to like you because you are all that you've been called to be. He needs to like you because you are steadfast in your faith, because you are confident in yourself and who you are and where your identity is. And I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, teach a class, talk to people. She's like, what advice do I have to give him? Like, we literally just had an hour-long conversation. All of it, apparently.
I love that. Yeah, no, that's like so true. Like, why would you want someone to like you for like all the things that aren't even who you actually are? Like, I don't know, I feel like you can eventually like see through like fake confidence and stuff. Not to sound mean. I realize that sounds kind of mean, but like eventually, like one day you'll like realize, you'll like be like, oh, I thought this person was like super super confident, but the more and more I like try to get to know them, I realize that like I'm so far from knowing the real them and like knowing who they actually are, because they're not putting that out. Like someone could seem super super confident without showing you any side of their real personality at all. Crazy.
Yeah. No, it's, yeah. And like another thing that stuck out to me was like from Passion Conference session 2 was this guy. He was just talking about, he's like, we're always asking or like looking at our partners, seeing how they are in a relationship, but we should be looking at how they are in all of their other relationships, like with their parents, with their siblings, with their friends, because that's gonna show you what kind of person they are. Like, and again, I was talking about this with my mom. I hate how like culture is like, oh my gosh, it's a red flag if you're however old and have never been in a relationship or have never had a boyfriend or have never had a girlfriend. It's like, I don't understand why that's a red flag. Like, I personally, I just don't. Like, there could be reasons that they've never been in a relationship because, like, they're a psychopath or sociopath, or it's because they're one of those people who, like, dates to marry and they just haven't found anyone that they've had, like, that they've seen potential to marry or something, you know? I don't know. That's just always bothered me. Like, 27 and never been in a relationship, that's a red flag. I'm like,
or like, what if that person just had like years of like self-improvement that they wanted to focus on? Like, what if they like, it's okay to like have no interest in like meeting anyone or dating anyone if like your priorities, like yourself or your education or all these things, like, yeah, like some people, like, they can have that as their original intention, be like, I don't even want to date until I'm out of college, and then like boom, one day you like just meet someone and you hit it off and like they're your like twin flame, your soulmate or whatever, and like you just like decide that they're your person. But like that doesn't happen to like everyone. Like, if you are actively not focused on like relationships and like you're only focused on yourself, then like you're not necessarily paying attention to like those people that could like come into your life and be that person for you. Like, I don't know, it's like an on-off thing. Like, you can have that turned off and it's completely fine. Like, why is it pushed on us to be so normal that like the whole point in life is to like be in a relationship?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I feel like relationships could be a whole nother topic for a whole other pod.
They really could.
Oh my gosh. Don't get me wrong. I haven't been in a relationship since summer after 6th grade. But I feel like the advice I give, whether people ask for it or not, sorry if you haven't asked for it and I still gave it to you. I feel like it's good. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, sorry. we'll go back to confidence.
Oh yeah, so let's get like right back on the confident train.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I said that I hate social media. It's because I do. I really hate social media. Like, it just, shoot, what's the word? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It, like, portrays and, like, projects. It projects so many things onto people's lives, and that just, like, really brings me down. And I hate it. Because I will be on like Instagram just scrolling for hours and hours and hours and like constantly playing the comparison game, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so not good. And so I've definitely found myself being in ruts and feeling just so totally down about myself, and so like opposite of confident, and so just not in the right mindset, not in like the mindset that I want to be in, or like of the mindset of someone I don't want to be, because of social media. I mean, maybe not because of social media, but because of social media.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like for me, like right now, I was actually just thinking about that today because I posted on Instagram today, but I like posted, and like I always have this like weird feeling when I post that I'm just like what is actually so important about like posting? Like I know for me, I love to post on Instagram because I love to like look at my own page. That sounds so funny. I love to like see and like reflect on like whether I think I'm presenting my true self on my social media, you know, like and like now my Instagram, like in the last like 4 months has actually like I feel like been the most like accurate representation of like me as a person and like my personality, and just like all that kind of stuff, because a lot of it is also just like art. I guess like a lot of it is like the things I'm doing and like the things I'm passionate about, and like what I want to be doing like permanently. So I think that makes me like happy when I post, and like yes, I like love it when like all my friends like comment on my posts, like hyping me up. It's great. But like I don't know, like I just think it's like weird. I was like, I don't even care about likes, and I don't care about people, like certain people seeing my posts, or like I don't know, things like that, which are, it's good to not care about those things, but I don't know, I just feel like people get so caught up in like what people's intentions are in like posting, which is like interesting because like, you know, people say like, oh, like, you know, you think of like social media, I'm going on a really weird tangent, and they'll say
No,
like,
you're fine.
They'll be like, I hate social media because like everything's so performative, like everything, like social media activism is so performative, like that's why they like hate social media now and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, if you think about it, like technically, like I get the point you're trying to make. Like a lot of people like to post things and then not actually care about them or act on it, so like people could put out this like image that they are, that they do care about certain issues but don't do anything else except like say that they do. But if you think about it, like to an extent, I saw something one time that was like all activism is performative and that doesn't make it bad, and I was like, yes, true, like everything is. And like even taking away like that layer, like taking away activism, taking away social issues, like in general social media is performative in general, like point blank period. Social media is there to be performative, like everything. That's why you follow people, that's why people follow you. Like you are posting to people who click a button to see your posts. Like I know that when I post, my followers are going to see it. If that's not performative, I don't know what is. Like I don't know, that was a very long rant with like no end thing, but I just think about that all the time, and I feel like it is like this whole game, and like you were saying, like the comparison game, like social media is this whole thing of like most of the time like false confidence. Like it's like a whole narrative of like you can feel like genuinely confident about the pictures you post, but like no one ever posts like on Instagram something that they don't feel confident in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do sometimes. Like, sometimes they'll be like, I felt horrible in this, and, like, they do it for, like, normalizing, like, not doing well
Mm-hmm.
and not being confident. But that's besides the point. But I agree. Social media is just, it's so much to keep up with. And everyone's intention for posting all the time is always for other people to see it, like, in general, or else, like, you wouldn't be on social media. You have a camera roll. Like, I don't want to hear, no, I post on Instagram to, like, keep my memory. You have a camera roll. You have a Google Drive. You're like, if it was all only for you, you also wouldn't follow people, or you would be private and not have people follow you. I don't know, I'm just trying to dissect social media for no reason right now. My brain just went there.
No, you're good.
And I probably don't actually believe half the things I just said. But, like...
Don't admit that.
Like, I do believe it, but, like, also, like, I don't think that, like... like, I don't think you're a bad person for, like, wanting followers and, like, liking to post to your followers, because I think it's fun. Like, personally, I love social media. I love and hate it at the same time. But, like, I'm, like, passionate about it. But, like, just all these things, like, I like to try and dissect these opinions about loving and hating social media.
Yeah. So I have wanted to delete my Instagram for such a long time, but then I was like, I don't want to lose all my posts. So what I did, I think it was January 5th, I just logged out of my Instagram. I haven't been on it since the 7th. Like, I logged in once or twice on the 6th because I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. And then I logged in once on the 7th. And then I didn't even think about it on the 8th. And I've not been logged into my Instagram since then. And this, I can confidently say, oh gosh, I hated that. I can honestly say that I have probably been my most confident in who I am and where I'm going to be and, like, who I want to be, like, this past, 3 weeks of not being on Instagram. And I don't know, it's because, like, I didn't tell anyone I was doing it. And so, I mean, my sister knows. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not logging into Instagram right now. I can't see this, sorry. She's like, oh, okay. And then the other day or something, or like a week or two ago, I don't know, I was snapping someone and she was talking about how she just archived a bunch of, like, posts on Instagram because of disaffiliation and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, maybe I'll have to log back into, or, like, get back into Instagram, like, to archive posts. And she's like, get back in, what does that mean? I'm like, oh yeah, I logged out like 3 weeks ago. I haven't been on Instagram since. And she's like, oh wait, how did I not know this? I'm like, I didn't tell anyone because I didn't feel the need to. I didn't find it being, like, very important. But yeah, it was mostly a thing because my church, like, every year at the beginning of the year does, like, a week-long fast or something just to get more time. Like, so instead of doing, like, that activity or whatever it is that you're fasting, you spend time with God. And so I was like, okay, I'll just start it, like, a week early or a few days early. And then it just went beyond that. And so I'm planning to go at least through the end of January, maybe log in beginning of February or something. But it's honestly, I felt so good. And because I'm not focusing on playing the comparison game with other people, because, I don't know, go on Facebook, it's mostly, like, just family and old friends, like high school friends. But yeah, I don't know. So just focusing more on myself and on what I want to do, what I need to be doing in school and stuff has been really, really nice. And I definitely have felt my most confident these past few weeks without Instagram. Not to say that I don't love Instagram, because I do. I really love Instagram, but at the same time, I really hate it. Sorry, that was so long. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because, like, if you think about it, like, sometimes it's, like, the things that you, like, realize, like you miss, you can, like, those things you can get them other places. Like, you could be like, oh, I miss watching, like Lily and Haley's stories or something. Well, okay, whatever, you miss their stories, but, like, you can still, like, see their YouTube videos and, like, I don't know, like, the things that, like, actually don't give you that same, like, negative, like, thoughts, I guess, as, like, an Instagram feed would.
Yeah, I mean, I'm logged into the pod account, so I can, like, update it every week with like the new episode. Oh wait, shoot, I did not update last week's episode on the podcast. Oh well. But it's like I'll watch like stories on there sometimes, or like I'll look at my feed and just be like, oh, still looks like that. Cool. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. I don't know why it would change, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I like post on the pod account. I'm like, this feels really weird. I don't know. I feel weird about it, but yeah, I don't know. It's honestly been so like refreshing for me because I'm like, wow, this is what life was like before Instagram, not scrolling and like hours and hours on end.
Yeah, I feel like I can't spend a lot of time on Instagram, honestly. Like, I'll go on, like, plenty of times in one day, that's for sure, but, like, I can't be on it, like, for more than, like, 20 minutes, which that already sounds like a lot to me. Like, being on only Instagram, like, I have to switch between everything over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. No, I spend so much time on my phone, it's really bad. Like, I was looking at my like battery and app usage, and Instagram was like 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day and stuff, just because I'd be on it for so long, and then I'd be feeling so bad about myself, like whether it's like beauty standards or body image or even like things about like God and Jesus, because I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are like so deep rooted in their faith, like I want to be like that. And then I'm like, wow, I'm really not a good Christian. I'm not good at like reading my Bible. I'm not good at like talking to God. And so like even things like that, like that's so unhealthy and so discouraging that I was like, I need to get away from this. I can't do this to myself anymore, because that's not helping me become a better person. It's just making me feel bad about myself and throwing myself a pity party.
Yeah, exactly. That made me think about Pinterest, because I feel like I don't have the same, like, I mean, I don't go on Pinterest as often as I used to, but I feel like I've never had, like, I feel like you would have, like, the same, like, kind of, like, negative, like, thoughts and things happen, like, scrolling on Pinterest, but for some reason I don't, and I think it's because there's, like, I mean, like, you see, like, people and things, especially with, like, fashion, like, stuff and just style stuff on Pinterest, but I almost feel like I don't know, I guess because it's, like, different from, like, an Instagram feed to where, like, your profile really doesn't matter, and, like, some people have posts that go Pinterest viral, but, like, you don't really attach anything on Pinterest to like, real people. Like, you don't, I mean, like, you can follow your friends in real life on Pinterest and, like, see the things that they're pinning and stuff, but, like, I don't know, like, I never, like, associate things with, like, specific people on Pinterest. Like, I don't, if that makes sense.
No,
like,
that's so funny, because like I've had my Pinterest for forever, and like I have like over 2,000 followers on Pinterest, and like I had this one pin that got like back when you could see like how many times like your pin was repinned or like people respond to or whatever, like it got like this one pin had like over 10,000 repins, and I was like, wow, I'm so cool, I'm so popular. And Bella's so funny, she like texted me, she's like, you have 2,000 Pinterest followers? I was like, yeah.
Pinterest
I
queen.
thought it was normal, but apparently it's not. But like for me, Pinterest is just more encouraging.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes because like I repin so much like Bible and Jesus stuff, and like so many quotes, and like we're not really strangers stuff, and just because that's what I want to see. And like Pinterest is curated for the user, and so it's literally all just stuff that you want to see, and then like sometimes like what your friends pin if like that's something you're interested in. But that's what I really love. And so like sometimes like when I'm repinning stuff, I get like self-conscious because I'm like, oh my gosh, my friends are gonna see this. Are they gonna unfollow me, or like are they gonna not like me anymore because like I love Jesus? And which is so stupid to think about, because it's like, this is literally Pinterest. This is literally made for me to use to encourage myself and like be encouraged and like do these things. And I'm like, why is Pinterest making me self-conscious? I shouldn't be doing this. And then I like get out of it, or like get out of that mindset. I'm like, no, this is for me. This is what I want to do. This is what I want my life to look like. And then I just pin things about Likewise Home.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. You were saying like when you were getting like self-conscious about like your Pinterest, and you're like, why am I feeling that way? Like this is literally like only here for me. But it just makes me think like half the time when I go on Pinterest, since I use Pinterest so much for like mood boards and like everything for like school and getting like ideas for things, so like for the pod, and like it's very productive for me. But like if someone were to like scroll through my Pinterest homepage, they would probably be thoroughly confused. But that's what I like about it, because it's just like, it just makes me remember like what, that I have like a unique interests and like a unique style, because of how like individualized it is, if that makes sense. But I'm just like looking at my Pinterest homepage right now, and it's so wacky, and I'm just like, other people will probably be like,
No,
what?
literally.
This is so wacky and weird, and I'm like, it's wacky and weird, and I love it like that. So
Okay, I'm pulling mine up right now, and we'll see what comes up. It's probably just gonna be a whole bunch of like Jesus stuff. Yeah,
my Pinterest is so like retro and like old runway shows.
no, mine is literally just all like Bible verses and like intentional quotes, and just there's some of like fashion stuff. I'm like, oh, I like that, that's cute, but it's literally just all like Jesus in quotes. I don't know. I used to say that I hate poetry because it didn't make sense to me. Honestly, it still doesn't really make sense to me, but I like poetry now. And oh, that's just so funny. So like over the past probably like year and a half, 2 years or something, since I discovered we're not really strangers and have been trying to be more intentional with myself and my relationships, like I've definitely been more into quotes and poetry and just motivational, inspirational, intentional words.
To get back into our
I know. I feel like we're going on so many tangents. Might be.
No, it's fine. I feel like it's best when we do that. But
I feel like it shows our confidence.
It does. It shows what we're passionate about, and when you talk about what you're passionate about, you're confident.
Amen to that.
But you were saying that you felt like the most confident you've felt in like a while, and like as like more sure of yourself and what you're doing in like multiple aspects of your life. And then like we're talking about like not having Instagram the last like couple weeks has just like really made you like feel at your best and stuff. So that just made me think of the question you have on the doc, which says, when do you feel your most confident? And you can totally have a different answer to it now than like the fact that you deleted your Instagram and all this other stuff. But yeah, for me, I feel like I personally feel the most confident when I like wear an outfit that I really like, or just like when I'm creating things, I feel really confident. Or like when I like share things I made and stuff like that. Just like I guess like sharing about things I do and things that I like.
Okay. I'm talking about God so much on this pod, and some people are probably gonna hate it. They're gonna be like, why, blah blah blah. But I don't care, because I love talking about God. It's something I'm passionate about. But I definitely feel my most confident after after last night, like just watching an hour and a half of a passion conference and like talking to my mom about God, and just like having more of a foundation and more of like my faith just being more deep rooted, and just like continue to dig and dig and dig. And so like that's when I feel my most confident. Shoot, I had another thing, but I can't remember. Okay, it might come to me, it might not. I don't know. Oh, I remember. But okay, so this is actually really funny because I've been off Instagram. Like, I've been purposeful in being off Instagram, but I already have my first post ready for when I come back on. Like, I don't know, I just want to be more, because I feel like if you were to look at my Instagram, you'd get a pretty good idea about who I am. And I want to say that like my Instagram, like my feed is very telling of who I am as a person. I feel like I'm pretty authentic in what I post, but I really want to be a lot more open, and I really want to just like post more of what I want to see and post more of like what I'm passionate about. And so like I like just put some pictures together and like put it all together, and I'm gonna post it. Like I haven't like logged in and like gotten it ready to post or like made a draft or anything, but yeah, I don't know. So that's all. And so I guess like that's also what I wanted to say is that. And then I also feel like confident when I'm confident about like my artwork or about like my lettering or like whatever, and like I post that for people to see, whether like it's just people seeing it, they're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm like, yeah, I know. But yeah, so that's when I feel confident the most. But what about like what are some moments, like when do you feel least confident now?
The least confident. Ooh.
I know. And these are like such vulnerable questions, so I just want to take this time to say thanks for being vulnerable with me, Sam, and then also vulnerable enough to be like sharing this with whoever chooses to listen.
Yes, love a good vulnerability. I really don't know. I feel like maybe when I feel like when you're in like I guess like a class or like a meeting or something, and you feel like you don't know as much as you should, or like I feel like the least confident when like I don't have the answers that like other people want me to have, or like if I don't I don't know, just like anything that makes you feel like you don't know something you should, or like when all the other people in your class like already know something and you just like don't. Like maybe that or like I don't know, I feel like I get into my moments of like not feeling super confident when I'm literally drawing a blank. Like I'm trying to like put my I'm not saying that there's not times, but like I guess I just don't really know what makes me feel that way. Or
No, and that's totally fine.
Or I guess like when I guess like if I work really hard on something and then like no one sees it, or like it doesn't like get any attention, then I'm like,
Yeah.
was it not good?
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna sound really silly, and like that's totally fine. I acknowledge that's gonna sound silly, but for me, I think, I mean, it really should be like when I'm scrolling Instagram, because I was like talking so much about that, about how I always feel so down about myself. But I think the times that I feel least confident are when I am having like a vulnerable conversation, and because that's when I feel like in my mind, that's when I feel like I should be the most confident, is when I'm having a vulnerable conversation, because like I'm willing to put that out there. I'm willing to like be like that with someone, you know? But for me, it's the opposite, because I'm like, I get so self-conscious about what I'm saying. I get so self-conscious about my emotions and about my crying, because I cry so easily. Literally, last night when I was talking to my mom, I literally was almost crying, and I was so self-conscious about it, when I really shouldn't have been, because like she's the one who birthed me, so like she's literally seen all my nooks and crannies. But I just get so self-conscious about every little thing I do, and then like my heartbeat, if it like starts beating really hard, I'm like, oh my gosh, they can hear it, or just all these little things that really shouldn't matter start to matter to me for some reason. And then I'll continue to be vulnerable, but it's also, I feel like I'm just so not confident in those moments.
I guess another one for me could be like when, because I'm a very like intuitive person, big feeler, like I can like really pick up on the way other people are feeling and like their emotions or like anything. So I guess like another thing that makes me feel like not very confident is like when like you can just like tell that like someone you're like hanging out with just like is not feeling it, like when you can tell that like they don't want to be like hanging out with you. Or like when you can tell that there's just like something negative like looming in their attitude, and like you just like
Mm-hmm.
for some reason they're like not happy with you, and you just like you know it and you can't do anything about it, and you like want to fix it and you just like can't.
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally agree with you on that because I mean, for me personally, it just feels like, oh, they're not in a good mood. I shouldn't be like boasting, or like I shouldn't be like super excited that I'm excited, or like I shouldn't be like way like overzealous. I should be mindful of them and stuff and blah blah blah. And yeah, like while it is important to be mindful, it's also important to not like hinder your own emotions. It's important to not like hinder yourself just because of this other person or this other situation, you know? And it's a like it's like, where do I draw the line? Like, what's too much and what's not enough for me? Like, where does it become like a bad thing for me to not be excited about this just because this other person's like kind of down?
Mm-hmm.
And that's also not to say that like I'm always excited when my friends are like sad, because I'm not excited because they're sad. I just happen to be excited about something else and they just happen to be sad. But it definitely makes me feel like, I guess, sad, because like, oh, why are they upset? Like, why do they have to be upset when I'm happy? Or like, why am I upset when they're happy? You know, it's just, I hate that.
Yeah.
Too.
Or just like when you feel like you're annoying someone. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like you can't be like confident when you feel like someone's annoyed by your presence. Like it just automatically makes you not.
Oh, that's so uncomfy. Blech.
I know. I'm like, I don't want to think about it anymore.
I know. Oh gosh. Sam, so for you, I've definitely seen you like come out of your shell, and like you were saying, your Instagram, I feel like, has definitely portrayed, like, you've definitely just chosen like the post and like what to post. I mean, duh, but it's definitely, I feel like, has portrayed more of you and who you are, and like more of your authentic self. And so I feel like that's definitely like your confidence. So how would you say that your, like, in what ways has your confidence developed throughout your life to lead you up to where you are now?
I feel like it's done like the most developing in like the last year. But yeah, I feel like I know a lot of people who can relate to this, but I didn't have the best confidence for a long time because I grew up being classically trained in ballet, which like is like quite possibly like great and horrible for confidence all at the same time. Like I feel like I've always been comfortable like when it comes to like sometimes public speaking, but like just having a stage presence, like being on stage, performing, being vulnerable in terms of like art forms. Like I've always been comfortable sharing things I create because of dance, and like just having confidence in terms of like things I make and art and performing. But I feel like internally though, it also makes you have horrible confidence because you are constantly being compared to like the other people in your like group or classes and things, like by each other. Like you compare each other all the time. Your teachers are constantly comparing you, like what roles you get and what parts you get to dance and solos and all these things. It's like so dramatic, and it also like brings on a lot of like low self-esteem when it comes to like body image issues for a lot of people who grew up dancing. So that was always really, really tough, especially like in the times where I like would have like injuries that like made me have to like take time off or like get surgeries and have to quit dance and all this stuff. That like really takes a big axe to your confidence, because you have like the one thing that like you feel is like your talent that makes you feel confident is like taken away from you, I guess. So that was like always a huge thing for me. So I feel like I really got to like regain a grip on like confidence like probably like around my like junior senior year. I like wasn't dancing anymore, and I like found other hobbies, and like that's when I figured out that I like really liked photography. So like that helped me gain a lot of confidence back. And then I think just like once I like decided to go to like Wazoo and like had my major and all this stuff, like I get here and feel like not super confident anymore, because like now I'm just like this like little freshman who doesn't know what she's doing. And then over the course of like the last year, I feel like I really have a grip on like I have a place in this like university and like in this community, like especially playing a big role in like the Greek community. Like I just think it's really helped. Like I have my people and I have my place here, and like there's a reason why I do what I do. And now I feel great. So I feel like it's like a constant back and forth for me, and never like it was at a low and now it's at a high. It's always like, oh, you have something that knocks you down for a long time, and then you have something like an opportunity that like brings your confidence right back up. And but yeah, right now, amazing. Even though last week I was saying I wasn't feeling very confident, I was just, I was having a moment. But I feel great right now.
No, I love that. I mean, oh gosh, I swear that's just my reaction to everything. I love that. No, that's so funny. Just because like I know I have like one of my really good friends from like childhood and stuff. Like she used to dance ballet, and she like did PNB, and she went to like, oh shoot, what was it? I think she went to like summer programs in like Pennsylvania and like California, like all over the place. And just like the stories I've heard, it can be a very, very toxic environment, and just so terrible for one's mental health and confidence in themselves, like not just as a dancer but just like as a person. And oh, it breaks my heart.
But I guess just with that, like what about like for you, like how do you think your confidence has developed?
Gosh, okay. Like the whole episode, I was talking to my mom last night. That's really just a common thing. I'm literally always talking to my mom. So like probably from here on out, I'll just be talking about how I was talking to my mom like for the rest of my life. Anyways, sorry. So last night I was talking to my mom, and I was just kind of talking to her about like the differences between like my brother, sister, and I, and like what we're called to, blah, blah, blah. And it, like we were talking about like birth orders, and how like that actually kind of does play a role in people's lives. And so I feel like because I'm the oldest, I have always grown up and just kind of trying things out, doing what I want to do. And so like I feel like I've always been pretty confident in myself and in things. And yeah, of course, like there are always like the low moments. Like the past year or so, 2 years, have definitely been low moments for me. Actually probably past like 3 years has probably been more low moments than high moments for me in terms of confidence. But again, like it's just all situational. I feel like a lot of situational things play into it for me, at least. And it's definitely hard to pick yourself back up. And oh good lord, I'm so sorry, I cannot talk. And being a wilder, like my mom and I were talking about this, like I'm a wilder. I'm not the kind of person that like actively will like seek out help. Like yeah, I would love for people to just come up to me and be like, hi, I'm so and so, let's be friends. Or hi, I'm this, like let's do this. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Or like, hi, I'm a counselor, let me counsel you. Or hi, I'm blah blah blah, just like things like that. But I don't know, like I'm not the kind of person where like I'll actively go and seek something out, because it's just foreign to me. Like I've never done that before. Like no one in my family does that really. And so I feel like growing up, being the oldest, and having like a younger brother, having a younger sister, and just trying to be their role model, or like not just like their individual role model, I guess, but like just like a role model, someone that they can and want to look up to, has definitely affected my confidence. And I feel like it's probably been more for the better, because I'm like, oh, okay, this is who I want to be. This is who I would love to lead them to be too. And so let me just do this. And so I like do a lot of my own things and stuff like that. And then again, just like this past 3 weeks, almost month off of Instagram has helped me so much, because I'm finding myself out of social media, and I'm finding myself like in my faith. I'm finding myself in all these other things, like as cliche as it is, and as much as I hate to admit it, I am like finding myself, and I'm finding like what I'm passionate about and what I want to do, who I want to be, and what makes me most confident, what makes me most me. So yeah.
I love that. I know we were just talking about saying I love that in response to everything, but I do really love that.
I feel like I was just rambling, and like what I was saying like wasn't making sense, and then I forgot what I said. I was like, oh shoot. I was trying to circle it all back.
I feel like that's like how it always goes, literally anytime I start like getting off track of what I'm trying to say. Like I always just go on and on and on and bring up so many new things every like 10 words, and then I'm like, oh, where was I even going with any of that?
Honestly, that's what I love about having a podcast with you, though, because like we both do that so much, and sometimes we can both zone out and then zone back in like halfway through, but then we get it, and then it's just, I feel like 90% of them are great conversations, good conversations.
I agree.
Yeah. Kind of on that, but no, I don't know how to tie this in. Anyways, who's someone you look up to and kind of want to emulate in your life, in your confidence, or whatever? Like, it could be someone you know, someone famous, someone you've just always admired. Like, is there anyone?
I feel like I have so many people I could pick from, but sticking to like friends and like people I know, who like, I feel like it's like really good to have like people your age and like that you know in your life and are like friends with, that like you can like see all the like great qualities in them, and like see how confident they are and like want to like be like them. Like you can look up to people who are younger than you too, like who's to say you can't.
Yeah, snaps to that.
But I think definitely like a huge person for me has always been Gemma, just because I feel like for me, I think I'm starting to like, because of like how much her and I talk, I think I'm starting to like get to this point, but I really, really like how confident she is in her work and in her like just creative like stuff. Like anytime she tries something new, she's just like really confident in it, and just like anytime she'll like post her work, I just like really think that I just really admire just how like confident she is in like all the things she does and in her work, and just like knowing her ability, because I feel like I often like will like doubt that what I do is good, and then I'll like send her something and she's like, oh my goodness, like you were literally so good, like you don't even think that like your stuff is that great, but it is. And just I don't know, it's very motivating, and it makes me want to like create more and do better. So I feel like I want to like emulate the same energy of like always like posting my content and posting my work and doing that. But I guess maybe someone I don't know would be, there's this YouTuber who I've watched for years, like literal years, Katie Bellotti, formerly known as Hello Katie XO. Literally love her, and she's like super cool, and she like went from being like super involved in college to then like working in like the corporate world, that like in like beauty land. Like she like worked for like L'Oreal corporate, and then she ended up quitting, and like she's always been like an influencer kind of, but she like fully does her own thing, and it's super cool. And she's always just like preached like self-love and like all this stuff, and has been amazing. I've just always looked up to her a lot with that kind of stuff. So yeah, her too.
That's so cute. I can definitely, I mean, now knowing Gemma, I can definitely see like her confidence like radiating, whether it's like in person or just over social media, which is, I think, so great when people are able to do that. Like when people have that gift and they're just like, yeah, I'm confident, here's some for you, here's some for you. Oh my gosh, kind of like in Pitch Perfect when Fat Amy gives Becca some of her butt confidence. Oh, that's so funny. Story for another day. But like just seeing you posting more of your work and like just more creative and artistic stuff. I love to see it, and I'm like, wow, I love it. An icon. That's what you are, Sam.
Now that you're off Instagram, I'll make sure that you get my content.
Yeah, so if you've been wondering why I haven't been doing anything, that's why.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, no, you're
But
good.
I guess I don't pay a lot of
re-
attention to Instagram either.
Yeah, I really was not expecting like anyone to notice, and so, but I also wasn't. This is my own personal opinion. I just don't really like when people are like, okay, I'm taking this month off Instagram, or I'm deleting all my socials. If you want to hit me up, here's my number, or like ask for my number, whatever. I'm like, you can just talk to the people you want to talk to. It's okay. You can just reach out and be like, hey, I'm getting off social media. I don't want this.
Yeah.
But that's just me. And so like I wasn't gonna like announce that like I'm off Instagram, but like it just happened to like come out on the pod because it like had to do with it. So that's the only reason that people know now.
Ending all streaks, deleting all socials. If you need me and you don't already have my number, like, no, you don't. Like, bye.
Yeah. Don't hit me up. Those who know. Gosh, I cannot. That's so funny.
Like, it's okay to just go MIA. Like, it really is.
Yeah. I think it's more fun, honestly. And oh
Maybe
my
a little
gosh,
mystery.
like at the beginning of the month, it was so funny because we got new carpets, and I like posted on my Snap stories like hashtag moving check because we had like the whole living room cleared out, and people including Sam were like, wait, are you moving? And then like so like for most of them I was like, yeah, we're moving, or I was like, it really would be me not telling anyone I'm moving till we're all packed up. And then like some of my friends were like, I feel like you'd at least tell me. And I was like, I don't think you know me then. Like, I really just wouldn't tell anyone.
Offended. I was like, why have I not heard a single word about any of this?
It's just fun. And then sorry I pranked you, but that was so funny.
That was really funny. Like I literally like I just like the whole time I was like, I don't want to be mean, but I just don't believe you. Like
It was all true except for the fact that we were moving.
Yeah, like that
was the only untrue part. Yeah, we just got new carpets and had to clear out the whole living room and hallway because that's how you get new carpets. You can't have anything on the carpet. But yeah, that's definitely something I would do. I would literally just delete all social media and not tell anyone, and then people would maybe notice a few months later and be like, hey, what happened? And be like, I just didn't want it anymore.
What about you? Who's your person that you look up to? I forgot that we didn't get
Sorry,
there.
No, you're totally fine. I keep forgetting to answer like my own questions. Oh my gosh. Well, clearly, if you've listened this far into the pod, you know that I look up to my mom because she's super hardworking, just so great, gives really good advice. I want to give good advice, but I won't talk about her again, even though I just did, but it's fine. But someone that I really look up to is one of my friends, JC. JC, if you're listening, I love you. Thanks for the donut and coffee on my birthday. But I really look up to her. I met her. Okay, this is actually really funny because she like started going to my church, but I didn't know who she was. I was like, I don't know what this is. And then like a few weeks before summer camp, she like added me on Facebook. I was like, I've seen her at church, but we've never talked. This is really creepy. And then we went to camp and became friends. And it's kind of weird because she's like 3 years older than us. I don't know how old she is. Sorry. It's awkward. But so she's like really close in age, but she's just so good and she's so great, and she like invites me over, we talk, and I get to see her super cute son that she has. She has a baby. We just heard one at the end of December. Yeah, I love babies. Anyways, JC, love you so much. You're so great. But I just really look up to her because she's so confident in who she is. She's so confident in her identity in Christ. She's so confident in her just everything, like all her relationships and just what she's doing. And it's so funny because she's a type 6. Enneagram type 6. But so like no matter the anxieties, like she still is confident in who she is and who she's created to be, and I just love that, and I want to be just like that. And someone that I don't know but look up to, this is definitely a more recent development, I feel like, but Hailey Baldwin Bieber, I love her.
Mm-hmm.
She's, first of all, she's so pretty. She's married to Justin Bieber. I love it. But I just love the fact that she's so open. I mean, as open as like a celebrity really wants to be. But like she's fairly open about her life and what's going on, and just really open about her faith and like what's going on there too, and her relationship. And I love their love. I want to love like that. So cute. I love it. But yeah, so person I know, person I don't know. So I feel like that was such a good talk about confidence, and I'm really glad that we did this. I feel like it was probably a long time coming, but now it's time for a song of the week. Both of our favorite parts of the pod.
Yes.
So Sam, what is your song of the week this week?
My song of the week is like very typical indie song title. It's called "Ode to a Conversation Stuck in Your Head" by Delwater Gap. And if that's like not the most like song and group like names, like it just sounds like a typical indie song. But it's so good, and it makes me feel like I'm a movie character. And I was like trying to put it into words, like what it feels like. It feels like eating a watermelon starburst, or I've had a lot of those recently, so like that's just been on my mind. Or like running in like sunny day rain. Yeah. That's it.
Cute. I'll make sure to listen. My song of the week is "Dangerous" by Morgan Wallen. I literally cannot get it out of my head, and I'm just like all day singing like the chorus, like I don't want to go downtown. It's so good. My family's probably so tired of it, but yeah, I'm in love with it. But yeah, so that's all we have for you guys this week, and personally, I loved it. I thought it was really good. Yeah.
Same.
So make sure to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts so that more people can find us, and also follow the pod on whatever streaming platform you use to make sure you're listening as soon as an episode comes out. So Sam, thank you so much for spending literally like almost an hour and a half of your time with me. It was so good, such great conversation, and I've taken so much away from it. So thank you for that. And I just hope you have a really great rest of your day.
Thanks, Isa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.